got a real treat for you today, boys. Today we're going to interview Brett Derry. Now, Brett's one of my workmates, but also he's got a very, very special product that he's been developing all by himself. Brett, let's start off by telling you a bit about yourself and why you've embarked on this project.
I'm a builder by trade. I came down here to the earthquakes, and I've been working with yourself, Shane, in the repair and rebuild program for IAG Insurance. Since in the last year or so, moved down south to Riverton, travel up here weekly, and while I was down there, I was pottering away doing bits and pieces, decks and things like that, and went to the local museum. And walking around there, I found that Riverton was one of the first whalers and sealing places in New Zealand, and with it obviously came a lot of different people, and one of those characters, I think his name was Sean O'Reilly or some Irishman, and he
would be an Irishman, wouldn't it?
And he made rum out of Cabbage Tree or Ti Kouka plant, which is quite prevalent down south. So I thought, oh, this would be interesting to see what's going on there. So I started doing research and YouTube clips and all that sort of stuff to see how you make rum. So I got a call. I was letting local people know that I was going to do it, and yourself, Shane, and everyone was mocking me. But
somebody said, Brett, at some point, did you think this was going to be a bad idea? Like, why wasn't it an existing product in the marketplace?
Well, some people did. Like, there's a lot of people doing gin and all that sort of stuff.
Out of cabbage trees, though?
No, not out of cabbage trees, but gin's just made from the berry, and then you flavour it.
Yeah.
But rum mainly comes from is from sugar cane, and the cabbage tree is New Zealand's sugar cane, apparently. So back in the day with the local Māori, they used to cut the tree, split it down the middle, take it up to a place called Ti Kouka, which used to have the big pits in the ground, hangi pits, which are called umus, and that's where umu comes from, te umuka. So they would put these in the ground for 3 or 4 days, and then once they came out, they would scrape through all the fine fibres and get a porridge, which was very sweet. And that's where this Sean O'Reilly found out about it. So he thought, I'm going to try and make rum out of it, because he obviously knew how to make rum. He made it, and apparently it tasted like shit, absolutely disgusting. So and it was sitting in the
But that didn't deter you, though, did it?
No, I thought we'll give it a go anyway. It's alcohol. So I've a neighbour of mine's been helping me, an old bugger, retired guy, and he found he called me up one day and said, quick, get down to the Coast Guard. They've cut down a cabbage tree, which was in the way where they were doing car park. So
you've got a cabbage tree from somewhere.
So I shot down, grabbed these stumps, and then I was working out, well, how am I going to break them up? And we were going to try to break them into bits and squish them through a press, but it didn't work. It didn't work well. The press was broken. So Aaron, he's got a chipper at his house. So I cut it into pieces, and we put it through the chipper, and ended up with all this mulch. So
Progress.
So then I had a big chili bin at home, big proper fishing one. Poured some in there with water and let it soak for about a week or so to soften all the fibres. Then I bought myself a big 150 litre saucepan pot.
The big pot for the boiler.
50 litre, maybe it was a 50 litre, no, 100 litre, and put that on a gas burner, got it all bubbling to break down all the fibres, and then I'd remove the fibres and then keep it bubbling until it reduced right down, and you're left with the molasses at the bottom, which is a very tar, malty tasting, sort of marmitey sort of process. So
and the rest from there is a bit of a secret recipe, though, isn't it? I mean, you don't want to go into too much detail. So let's see what we've got in the bottle. Can you believe that? No, we're not doing editing. We don't do editing, mate. What have you got?
So,
let's go.
So I produced it. I got myself a still, and I proper rum still, pot still that holds the flavour. Did the distilling process, and I got about 1.5 litres out of this batch of.
And you haven't gone blind yet,
rum.
sampling
no,
it.
I've taken all that bit out, so I've got the last little bit that I brought up with me.
So have you got a brand? So this is made from the Cabbage Tree, Cabbage Tree rum.
Yes, it is. So it's made. I'll just wait. So I was trying to find out a name for it. Now the Māori name for Riverton is called Aparima. So I was thinking, well, Aparima Rum could be a good name for it.
Could
but
be.
I'll probably have to ask the
Work on that.
iwi and
Work
things
on
like
that.
that if I can use that name.
So the Mighty Cabbage Tree boys is reincarnated as a rum. Give us your thumbs up if you want to try some. I'm going to try some later this afternoon. And if I don't go blind, I reckon we might order bits and pieces. Have you added flavouring or anything to this yet?
No flavouring. You can. I am thinking of doing, because all rum comes out clear, so I might add might put it in a. Well, I haven't got a barrel, but I've got some manuka chips that I use for smoking, so I might put some of them in there, and maybe a bit of manuka honey. And leave that for 6 months to see if the colours come out and if that adds to the flavour. Maybe a bit of spice.
So you don't recommend this straight?
I do actually. I had a little bit.
Like a shot?
with Coke. No, probably not a shot. You might not get too.
When you're
might
adding Coke, it's not straight.
No, but it gives it the old rum and Coke flavour.
Right.
And it's definitely got that when I tried it, but I'm too scared to try it straight because I think it would taste like shit.
When you said you've tried it straight before and you weren't blind, you actually haven't tried it straight.
Not straight.
Friday.
Tried it
Okay.
before.
Do we have a clue on the alcohol content?
It's 40%. It came out at about 50, early 50s, so you water it down and to work out the volumes. And I've got the alcometer, so it's sitting at 40%.
Well, Brett, congratulations for this, mate, and thanks, mate. And on what is the 10th anniversary of the mighty Burnside Bombers Rugby Club winning the Div 1 competition all those years ago, 2012, I think. You've got me the rum to sample, so I want to have a bit of Cabbage Tree rum later on, and if I don't see you next week, you've killed me. Well done, Bretty.
No problem.
Any last words?
No, that's it. Thanks.
Okay. See you, boys. Put your orders in below.